Ako naniniwala na walang tao ang gusto ng away. Maski yung nakaaway mo, yung mainit na ulo na who always gets into conflict with other people, ayaw niya naman ng gulo eh. Oftentimes lang, they don't have self-control or they do not know any better. I really believe karamihan ng tao do not want conflict in their lives. Kasi conflict can lead to heartaches and division. Alam mo, you can say, hindi totoo yan. Meron akong kilala, lahat inaaway. Meron din akong kilalang ganong tao. Somehow this person cannot get along with most people, even with his parents, even with the wife. Doon naiinis ako sa kanya whenever I see him, naawa din ako kasi alam ko magulo buhay niya. Kaso lang, hindi niya mapigilan yung pagsigaw, yung pagmura, and yung maging selfish. However, may mga panahon na realize niya mali siya. He would go to the person na nasaktan niya and say sorry. Kaso ang problema lang niya, inuulit niya. So ako naniniwala, pati siya ayaw ng away. Gusto niya ng tahimik na buhay. Yun ang gusto ng karamihan ng tao, tahimik na buhay. In fact, I also believe na yung taong depressed, gusto niya ng tahimik na buhay, kaya nga sila lumalayo eh. And they isolate themselves from other people. Friends, gusto mo ba ng tahimik na buhay? Or sa English, quiet life? Do you acquire a quiet life by staying away from the people you do not like? Or avoiding the circumstances that brought you to depression? Alam mo ba na hindi ito ang turo ng Bible? If you want a quiet life, you must consider what 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verses 10 and 11 teaches. The latter part of verse 10 reads, "We urge you, brethren, to excel still more, and to make it your ambition to lead a quiet life and attend to your own business and work with your hands, just as we commanded you." Sabi ng verse na to, make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. Paul did not say that if you want to have a quiet life, you should isolate yourself. You will not achieve a quiet life by staying away from people. Or yung bang maging ermitanyo na you have no connection to the people na alam mo pwede ka saktan? You will not achieve a quiet life if you avoid circumstances that makes you angry. Instead, sabi ng 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 10, three things we must do. Excel still more, mind your own business, and then work with your hands. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng to excel still more? Alam mo, sa buhay kaya umiingay kasi merong nagalit sa atin, merong na-disappoint sa atin, merong umaway sa atin. Katulad na lang sa trabaho, umiingay ang buhay mo pag napagalitan ka ng boss mo. Sa eskwelahan naman, umiingay ang buhay mo pag pinapahiya ka ng teacher mo kasi hindi ka nag-aral. Sa bahay, umiingay ang buhay mo pag napagsasabihan ka ng magulang mo, especially pag hindi ka sumusunod. So in order to have a quiet life, what should we do? Alam mo, before I tell you what to do, kailangan mo sagutin ito. Bakit ka ba nila napagalitan? Bakit ka ba pinahiya ng teacher mo? Bakit ka ba pinagsabihan ng magulang mo? Why did your parents deprive you of the very thing that gives you joy? Minsan renown ka, hindi ka nakalabas, or kinuha yung computer mo na hindi ka na makalaro ng computer games. Di ba nangyayari lang ito when we do something wrong? Or when we fail to meet the standards these authorities have set over us? Sabi ng boss mo, ito yung gawin mo. Kaso lang minsan, feeling mo may mas magandang paraan. So ginawa mo yung gusto mo, hindi mo ginawa yung gusto niya, nagalit siya. Sabi mo pa, hindi pa nga nakita ang resulta. Kaya siya nagalit kasi as an employee, it is your responsibility to submit and do what they say. Nagalit ka sa teacher mo kasi hindi mo pinasa yung project on time. Nung pinasa mo pa kulang-kulang. And then in your mind, sabi mo, hindi niya naintindihan na nagpuyat ako and I did my best. However, kaya ka napagalitan o napaya, you did not follow instructions. Sa bahay, di ba, maingay. Pag merong gustong paggawa sa yung magulang mo, tapos hindi mo ginawa, Pinayagan ko na lumabas and sabi sa'yo, umuwi ka na 12:00. Pero in your mind, you decided na sundin kaibigan mo, umuwi ka ng 4:00. Friends, kung gusto mo ng tahimik na buhay, first of all, you should do what you are told and then excel still more. What does that mean? To excel still more is one of the best concept I have learned in business. You see, in some of my videos, I shared with you a story when I was young. Sabi ng nanay ko, hindi ako matalino, diligent lang. And tama yung nanay ko. It takes me a long time to be able to understand something I read. In order to compensate, I decided to excel still more. What does that mean? May ginawa ako, napagalitan ako. So bukas, I make sure na hindi na mangyayari ulit para hindi na ako mapagalitan. Pero I will not stop there. Tomorrow, I will improve on what I did today para I will be better to the person that I serve. Para never nila ako mapagalitan kasi inunahan ko na sila. Magagalit ka ba sa isang taong maganda yung trabaho? Pinaganda pa niya yung ine-expect mo sa kanya without telling that person. Magagalit ka sa ganyang tao? Of course not. In the same way, if you want a quiet life, huwag mong hintayin na mapagalitan ka kasi nagkamali ka. Gawin mo yung tama and then pagandahin mo parati. However, para malaman mo na maganda and acceptable, ask your authority. Ask your boss, ask your teacher, ask your parents, okay ho ba ito? Do not also do something na feeling mo na mas maganda kaysa sa inutos nila. Kasi ang importante, you meet the standards that they have. When you continue to excel still more, hindi ka na mapapagalitan, hindi ka mapapahiya, hindi ka mapagsasabihan. Pag meron silang pinuna na mali na ginawa mo or kahinaan sa pagkatao mo, then decide to be better. Ang ibig sabihin ng to excel still more is to be better today than how you were yesterday. But then, also commit to even be better tomorrow. I am not a bright person. Hindi ako intelihente. Pero yung to improve daily, kaya ko yun. So anybody can do this and when you are excellent, tatahimik ang buhay mo. If you always improve on your mistakes and on your weakness, you will not only live a quiet life, but you will also receive praises from the authorities over you. Tapos pa, when they are happy with you, they would want to bless you more. Ulitin ko, excelling still more will not only give you a quiet life, it will also allow you to build a fruitful one. However, you will not be able to excel still more if you do not do the second thing that Paul said in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. Sabi niya, mind your own business. One of the most frustrating thing in life is we are scolded and judged by people na meron ding flaw, who are also imperfect. Nainis tayo pag napapagalitan tayo and we often say, ikaw kaya? Di ba oftentimes we answer like that? So we cannot help but say, how can you judge me when you too need some things to work on? The answer to this concern is mind your own business. Do not use the flaws of others to justify your own. Do not use them as an excuse for not wanting to be a better person. The reason you got scolded is because the authorities in your life want you to grow in your character and improve in your skills. Pag meron kang nagawang mali, they tell you para maayos mo. Kasi kung hindi sila concerned sa'yo, tinanggal ka na lang nila kagad. So pag meron silang pinuna, mind your own business. Gawin mo yung responsibility mo. Huwag mong i-justify yung position mo sa mga kakulangan nila. In addition to this, friends, never compare yourself with others because there will be people who are inferior to you. So you will become proud. There are also people who are superior to you. If you focus on them, you will feel insecure and deprived of many good things. Instead, if you want a quiet life, only compare yourself with yourself so that you may be a better version of yourself every day. I remember I was teaching this idea to a group of businessmen. And as I was sharing how I grow my business, may nagtanong. Sabi niya, does that mean don't you never compare yourself with your competitor? Sabi ko, I don't. Furthermore, sabi nila, you mean you don't benchmark yourself with what they are doing? Sabi ko, I don't. And ang reason na binigay ko is, they have different resources. Yung iba sa kanila mas maraming pera and resources compared to me. Yung iba mas konti. If I compare myself with those with more resources, madidepress ako. Kasi sasabihin ko, hindi ko kaya to be better than them. Kulang eh. If I compare myself naman with other farms na mas konti ang resources, I feel proud. So why do I want to be better? I'm the best already. In order to grow my business and have a quiet life, I only compare myself with myself. I mind my own business. But as I mind my own business, I decide to do the third thing that 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 says, work with your hands. To excel still more should be our goal. To mind our own business should be our attitude. But in order to achieve the quiet life that we want, we must commit to work with our hands. Unfortunately, most people today would rather work smart than work hard. I have said in many of my teachings that you are never smart unless you are willing to work hard. Importante that you work with your hands because as you work with your hands, your mind, your body, and your spirit are focused on just being better. A person who will not work with his hand, ang tawag dyan sa Tagalog, tamad. Anong mangyayari sa taong tamad? They will become poor and hungry. Alam mo ba na ang taong gutom, maingay ang buhay? Hindi man maingay yung mga tao sa palibot niya, maingay yung tiyan niya kasi gutom. Pagkatapos pa, pag gutom na siya, nanghingi siya sa ibang tao, bibigyan siguro siya sa mga taong naawa sa kanya. Karamihan mabibwisit sa kanya kasi hindi siya nagtrabaho maski kaya niya. Ako ganito ang attitude ko sa mga namamalimos. First, I look at them. Pag ang nagmamalimos matandang babae na alam ko na wala ng kakayanan magtrabaho, I give. But a person malaki ng katawan, pero hindi nagtatrabaho, I will not. Because I believe he should use his strength to make the money that he needs. Friends, ako naniniwala that work is the true source of joy and it leads us to the quiet life that we want. To work with your hands is important because work will allow you to make money even if you do not have money. Ang kailangan mo lang, lakas na makapagtrabaho para makasweldo. Work will allow you to go from where you are to where you want to be. Yung panaginip mo, mangyayari lang yan pag trinabaho mo. Work will give you fulfillment and make you less depressed. Kasi as you focus on achieving something good, your spirit is uplifted also. Work will give you freedom. Kasi maski anong calamity na dumating sa buhay mo, you will survive and thrive. Kasi marunong ka magtrabaho. Work will make you a better person. Kasi marami kang matututunan na skills and magbabago ugali mo. However, it is not enough to simply work. You must make it your goal to excel still more. So you can go from the miserable life you have to the fruitful life you want. And because of all of this, I believe we should decide to make work our best friend. Because working with our hands will solve many of our problems. Alam mo, you can make it your ambition to become very rich. And there are many ways to achieve that. Tumama sa loto, manalo sa sugal, magnakaw, and maybe you can invest in Bitcoin. Today, yun ang uso ngayon. However, ako naniniwala, even pag yumaman ka, if you do not have the attitude that Paul suggested in 1 Thessalonians 4, to excel still more, to mind your own business, and to work with your hands, gugulo din yung buhay mo. Ako gusto ko happy ka. In order to do this, you must also consider what Solomon said in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verses 19 and 20. Let me read that. Verse 19 says, everyone also to whom God has given wealth and possessions and power to enjoy them, and to accept his lot and rejoice in his toil, this is the gift of God. For he will not much more remember the days of his life, because God keeps him occupied with joy in his life. God has given you what you need in order to have a good future. God has given all of us wealth and possessions. Sa Bible, ang wealth hindi yan pera, kundi physical strength and noble character. However, in order to have the quiet life that you want, you need to take whatever God has given you, decide to work with your hands, to mind your own business, and excel still more every day. Gusto ko happy ka. Ayaw kong depressed ka. And this is the reason why I made this lesson, to help you understand how to achieve real joy and how to live a quiet life. Friends, will you share this lesson with people who need to learn from this lesson also? Will you help me help others? Tulungan mo ko na matulungan ng ibang tao to get out of their depression so that together we can enjoy life as a nation. Salamat sa pagpapanood, and may God bless you.